On the news tonight, Ocha Brigade arrests over 20 suspects for touting illegal revenue collection in Awka and Onitsha. On national matters, President Muhammadu Buhari approves establishment of Presidential Transition Council for 2023 transition program. On the foreign scene, South Africa declares state of disaster over electricity crisis. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and thanks for joining us on ABS Evening News. My name is Chinyere Ikeoreke. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has inaugurated the construction of the Atani-Ozubili Road, which is 11.3 kilometers. The road, which has a bridge, will link Obaru and Ekusigo local government area, and work has already commenced on it. Government House correspondent Valentine Baduga has details.
Governor Soludo, while performing the function at Atani, said the project is in line with his campaign promises and emphasized that the development of Obaru local government area is part of priorities of his administration, adding that the Atani-Ozubili Road is very strategic to the economic growth and development of Obaru. The governor assured that the road will be built to withstand flooding and urged the people to support the All Progressives Grand Alliance (APGA) in the coming election, while promising more dividends of democracy.
Obaru deserves the best. Obaru deserves the best. So those are the energy I got them. Now the next road Obaru will allow falls or will get to the rest of the world. But Atani to Ozubili Road. I welcome Kwanaga where and Nata I have Una Fugona like here. Ezoku and
In their separate remarks, the member representing Obaru Constituency 1 at the Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Noble Igwe, and his Obaru Constituency 2 counterparts, Honorable Somtochukwu Deze, promised their support to Governor Soludo to enable him actualize his vision for the Anambra.
We must continue to support you. As his people, and nobody meaning that is Governor Ajanuku. I never fed him. Anambra Wedema, now Jesus Christ going on. Even if the Lord was in the news, I hear the to the height of the road. As long as the community, this time, these people will always remain grateful to you. May God bless you and bless your family and bless your team with more strength.
Also speaking, the Commissioner for Information, Sir Paul Nwosu, and the APGA candidate for Obaru Constituency 2, Mr. Emmanuel Uzawanne, extolled Governor Soludo for his giant strides, not just in Obaru, but the entire Anambra. The Transition Committee Chairman of Obaru Local Government Area, Mr. Pascal Aniebunam, who commended Governor Soludo for his commitment towards transforming Obaru Local Government Area, tasked the people of the area to support Governor Soludo-led administration. Commissioner for Housing, Honorable Polly Onyeka, APGA candidate for Obaru Federal Constituency, Mr. Arizechukwu Awogo, traditional rulers and other critical stakeholders attended the event. Presentation of site certificates to the contractor climaxed the event. From Atani, Valentine Bada reporting, ABS News.
In a similar development, Governor Soludo has inspected the level of work at the ongoing Ukpo Umunuko Nza Zubulu Road in Nnewi South local government area. Government House correspondent Valentine Badiga reports that the road, which is 16 kilometers in length, connects Ozubulu and Ukpo, passing through late Chief Mbazulike Amechi's residence. His report.
Governor Soludo, during the inspection, interacted with the people of Nnewi South, who trooped out in their numbers to welcome and appreciate him for the infrastructural development in the area. He commended the efforts of late Mbazulika Amechi in nation building, urging the people to emulate his patriotic spirit and promised more interventions to accelerate development in Nnewi South. Governor Soludo restates his resolve to tackle insecurity in Nnewi South and Anambra at large and tasked the youth and other stakeholders to partner the government for effective service delivery.
Anambra Gadema, Upo Gadema, Nnewi South Gadema, Udo Garden Anambra, Udo Garden Upo, ndị be ndị Upo, onwe ụmụnne anyị ndị ka nọ n'ọfịa, ịgwa fafa pụtaba, anyị nwere program 1U2 skills.
The Commissioner for Works, Engineer Ifeanyi Okoma, who said that the road has reached 95% completion, assured that the road will be delivered according to specification in few days.
The Anambra State Executive Council approved that this contract will be revalidated and that we have 5 months to complete it. We were so particular about the death and the burial of Chief Mbazulike Amechi, and we insisted that the whole Nigeria will be here and that this road must be motorable.
In their separate remarks, the Commissioner for Environment, Mr. Felix Odumegu, and the Transition Committee Chairman of Nnewi South Local Government Area, Mr. Ikenna Anyabonso, thanked Governor Soludo for the road project and assured him of the support of the people, especially in delivering all APGA candidates in the forthcoming general elections.
That's why you don't see something is coming to you from this government. You don't see something is coming to you from this government. His Excellency, for a job well done, we 1 year. Months ago, the solution is there.
The event was attended by stakeholders in the local government and other government functionaries, including the teaching staff and chief protocols of the governor, Chinedu Oye. From Obo, Alintani Badar reporting for Radius News.
The Commissioner for Youth Development, Honorable Patrick Ayamba, has commenced inspection tour of training facilities in Onitsha North local government area. The inspection was to monitor the progress recorded on the 1U2 skill initiative introduced by the state government to empower youths. ABS correspondent Juliet Ejiofor covered the inspection and now reports.
The inspection tour took the Commissioner, Mr. Patrick Ayamba, and his entourage to different designated centers in Onitsha North local government area, which include Gushi Software, Beatrice Onyemelukwe Institute of Management and Technology, IJ Fashion and AutoCare Express Services, among others. According to the Commissioner, the sole aim of the state government to embark on the empowerment exercise was to create 130,000 jobs for youths of Anambra and more 1 million youth millionaire in the state. Honorable Commissioner commended the Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, for initiating such gesture for the youth of Anambra, noting that the government meant well for them. He challenged the youths of the state to reciprocate the governor's gesture by being law-abiding, calling on the trainees of the program to take the program serious, noting that their destiny lies in their own hands, as the state government has done its own part. Mr. Ayamba said that inspection by his ministry is one of the essential ingredients of the program, hence the need for proper supervision. He enjoined the trainers of the program to ensure they give the trainees the best of what they have, noting that government invested a lot in the program, as such expected maximum results. The Commissioner, therefore, noted that the empowerment program is splitted into 5 stages, kickstarting with the entrepreneurship. He explained that at the end of the last stage, government will empower the participants appropriately. He warned the participants to maximize such opportunities and utilize the gains from the resource persons invited to give them orientation.
I'm so glad, to be part of this arrangement using Igbo apprenticeship model, where we expose our youth to that real, Igbo boy Igbo apprenticeship model that has already impacted so much in the society.
Some of the participants at the program who spoke to ABS expressed joy to be part of the exercise and thanked Governor Chukwuma Soludo for initiating such a program for the youth in the state. High points include group photograph with the Honorable Commissioner.
Teachers in the state have been advised to teach Igbo cultural values to their students. The chairman, Anambra State Post-Primary Schools Service Commission, Professor Nkechi Ikediegu, made the call while addressing students and management of Army Day Secondary School, Onitsha. We have details.
The PPSSC chairman said that Igbos have rich cultural values and variety of food, dance, and music. According to her, traditional Igbo culture emphasizes values such as community life, family, and respect of elders, as well as hospitality. She said that children learn how to greet, respect elders, work hard, and not to reap where they did not sow from the family. The PPSSC boss noted that this modern trend where children practice yahoo, examination malpractice, kidnapping, cheating, and other social vices are far from and not part of Igbo culture. She encouraged principals and teachers to dwell more on teaching them cultural values, not Igbo dressing alone, noting that such teaching will help in transformation and building of the children for better tomorrow. Professor Ikediegu thanked Governor Chukwuma Soludo, whom he described as education-friendly, for recruiting 5,000 teachers, which has helped reduce the excess workload of existing teachers and improve extracurricular activities.
Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra Ocha Brigade has paraded and charged over 20 suspects to court for touting an illegal revenue collection in Awka and Onitsha environs. The suspects aged between 20 and 40.
Parade, one of the suspects, Mr. Lukman Paul from Kogi State, pleaded for mercy, saying that he resorted to the business because he could not find any other means of livelihood. Mr. Paul confessed to have been arrested for the same offense before and was granted bail by a magistrate who made him promise he was going to be of good behavior and a responsible citizen of the state.
They caught me last time at Regina. They took me to court and the magistrate asked me to speak, and I speak. She understand me, and she gave me bail. Still the same thing happened, and that was the day before yesterday, because I was like frustrated. I feel like I don't have job for now. Understand? Like I need job, I don't have job. So I said let me go and be carrying load at the Music Junction there. So I'm using it to be sustained, to be sustaining. Before I know, some men just hijacked me. I even refused to go with them because I wanted to know my crime.
Another suspect, Mr. Emmanuel Oma, said he is an apprentice sent to pick up goods, but he was apprehended by a team of the Ocha Brigade on his way back, despite his explanation with evidence of his goods. He appealed to the state government to intervene in the matter as he is innocent of the said crime leveled against him. Parading the suspects, the managing director of Ocha Brigade, Comrade Celestine Anere, who spoke through the public relations officer of the agency, Mr. Anthony Abwefune, commended the joint team of Ocha Brigade and Anambra Vigilante Service for their tireless efforts in ridding the state of all kinds of touting activities, which before now, he noted, has continuously inconvenienced the members of the public. Comrade Anere also pointed out that the enforcement team will continue its patrol to ensure that sanity is restored by ridding the state of touts and miscreants who are terrorizing motorists and tricycle operators.
Anambra State, in line with the mantra of making it green, livable, clean, prosperous, and also for it to look like the Dubai of the old as the giant smart city. That's the plan, the vision and mission. Particularly, corporate statutory statement of the governor. And as the servant of the state, we have been on drive to make sure that those who go contrary, which we call on our own level, that they are defaulters or suspects, that the court will do justice to them.
purpose. According to him, the agency is making necessary efforts to discourage residents and landlords who are in the habit of channeling wastewater on major roads, which according to him is unlawful. He asked Anambra to send their complaint and petition as a way to collectively assist and support Governor Chukwuma Soludo's drive towards a better Anambra.
On national matters, President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the establishment of Presidential Transition Council to oversee the 2023 transition program. The President also signed Executive Order Number 14 of 2023 on the facilitation and management of presidential transition. A key feature of the Presidential Executive Order Number 14 of the 2023 is the institutionalization of a legal framework that will enable a seamless transition of power from one presidential administration to the other. In a statement by the Director of Information Office of the Secretary to the Governments of the Federation, Mr. Willie Bassi, said the Secretary to the Governments of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, was appointed by the President to lead the Council. The Council will be inaugurated by the Secretary to the Governments of the Federation on Tuesday, February 14, 2023. Love and marital bliss filled the air as former Miss Stella Okajegbe, a staff of Anambra Broadcasting Service ABS Oka, led her heartthrob, Mr. Gabriel Udemba, to the altar for exchange of marital vows. Correspondent Onyinye Agubeze reports.
The ceremony, which began with the solemnization of the Holy Matrimony at St. Anthony Catholic Church in Enugu, attracted family members, friends and well-wishers of the couple, as well as management and staff of Anambra Broadcasting Service ABS, led by the Managing Director Sachido Obidiegwu, who gathered to celebrate the union. In his homily, Reverend Father Felix Obi described marriage as a sacred union instituted by God, and as such, the couple should always put God first as the foundation of their union. Reverend Father Obi advised the new couple to love, appreciate and accommodate each other, as well as seek God at all times.
The institution today is an institution of love. Gainable love, all service, sacrifice, forgiveness.
In his remark, the Managing Director of ABS, Sachido, congratulated the new couple and prayed God to direct their path in their new journey of love.
Congratulations to them. You know, marriage is about a fusion between two strange individuals. And you know, marriage is about love. Love built on trust, tolerance, and forgiveness. You know, so we pray that Almighty God will direct their path so that they'll be able to, you know, be cleaved together in love, and at the same time they're able to tolerate each other and forgive each other, because these are all the ingredients that make marriage work.
In their separate remarks, the celebrants, Mr. and Mrs. Udemba, thanked God for making the day possible, promising to love and respect each other, while also thanking everyone who came to celebrate with them.
I love my wife so much. She's a God-fearing lady. I find a good woman, and I see her worthy to be a wife. So I love her so much.
Today is the happiest of my life. You know that feeling when God gives you more than you even prayed for. So I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I don't even know the words to use to express myself right now. Everything about him, for the fact that he's God-fearing, he's lovely, he's understanding. It's my perfect definition of perfect man.
Also speaking, the elder brother to the bride, Mr. Ifeanyi Okajegbe, and the sponsor, Dr. Okechukwu Okbala, while wishing the couple a happy, peaceful and blessed home, advised them to always love, respect and support each other. After the solemnization of the Holy Matrimony, the couple went to the Okajegbe compound, Umudunu village, Abagana, for traditional marriage ceremony. From Abagana, in Njikoka local government area, I am Onyinye Agubeze reporting for ABS News.
On the foreign scene, South Africa President Cyril Ramaphosa has declared a state of disaster with immediate effect to deal with the country's severe electricity crisis, including prolonged daily power breakouts. The declaration of a state of disaster comes as rolling power cutoff up to 8 hours per day are hitting homes, factories and businesses across the nation of 60 million. The state of disaster is an emergency measure previously implemented to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 and the deadly flood that killed more than 400 people last year. According to Ramaphosa, the declaration will enable his government to exempt essential services like hospital and water treatment plants from power breakouts and enable the government to buy additional power from neighboring countries on an emergency basis. The country's power utility, ESCOM, is unable to produce adequate power due to frequent breakouts at its aging coal-fired power station and years of corruption. Ramaphosa also announced that he will appoint a Minister of Electricity whose sole focus will be to deal with the electricity crisis. In sport, Nigeria's national record holder in 200 meters, David Odudoro, has been suspended from competition indefinitely by the Athletics Integrity Unit over 2 anti-doping violations. Odudoro, who now stands the risk of being banned for 6 years, has been charged with the possession and use of multiple prohibited substances. The IAU is a disciplinary arm of the World Athletics governing body, World Athletics. This development is the latest in Nigeria's law movement in track and field, coming about a year after the 11-year ban imposed on former national team captain Blessing Okabari. The AIU is linking Odudoro to Blessing's misdemeanor, which was said to have occurred just before the 2020 Tokyo Olympics in 2021, with more details yet to be unveiled. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television Oka. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. The main point again, Governor Soludo has inaugurated construction of Atanezobolo Road projects. Ocha Brigade has arrested over 20 suspects for touting illegal revenue collection in Oka and Onitsha. On national matters, we told you President Muhammadu Buhari has approved establishment of Presidential Transition Council for 2023 transition program. And on the foreign scene, South Africa has declared state of disaster over electricity crisis. Before we go, here is a special message again. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Thanks for being there. My name is Chinyere Ikoreke. Good night.